Now coming home in second position, driving car number 56, the Subaru Impreza WRX, all the way from Victoria. It's the brother and sister team to go with the brother and brother team, Brendan Reeves and Rhiannon Smythe. He's a smoothie, this one. Brendo, mate, really pushing hard this afternoon. We did hear reports of the gap getting down as low as 4 seconds. I don't think it got that far down, but you really had the pressure on Steve Glennie and aiming for that top spot. How was it on your side of the car?
It was a really good race. Steve and I drive for Mazda together, so we know each other well. Just really happy to have Rhiannon back in the car. She's had a 7-month break, and thanks very much to the whole team. It's been a really great weekend.
Yeah, too right. Another family-run team, of course, as well. As you touched on, Rhiannon hasn't been in the seat now for 7 months or so. She tripped over and twisted her ankle a while back, and first time back in the car. How'd you go, Rhiannon?
Yeah, it was fantastic. Brendan drove really well. We've had a great time. I was a bit emotional when I finished at the end, coming second, so it's been great, and I can't wait to do my next rally again.
Spot on. And remember, only at 21 years old, Brendan Reeves, ladies and gentlemen, so you're never too young to get into rallying. Congratulations, Brendan Reeves and Rhiannon Smythe. Okay, it's time to crown a new champion, ladies and gentlemen. The first outright and first in Class M2, driving the Subaru Impreza WRX STI, car number 53, all the way from South Australia, Mr. Steve Glennie. In the passenger seat, all the way from Queensland, a very experienced navigator, winning in the passenger side at Targa West quite a few times, Mr. Alan Steen. Steve-O, going into this morning, you really had a charge on in that first stage or two, taking some time back out of Jim Richards, and we saw the battle sort of starting to ensue before Jim had some steering dramas, but you pushed hard this morning?
Yeah, we pushed hard. I mean, it was great to see Jim and Barry back out the front where they haven't been for a little while. We were pressing very hard to keep up with them, so it's sorry to see those guys not finish. Brendo and Rhiannon were just fantastic. They were so consistent. Great to see those guys back in the car and doing so well after their accident last year. We were going flat out. The Federal tyres, I was pushing them as hard as I could, and as soon as the sun came out, they were on fire, so we had a good time this morning.
Spot on, Steve, and there's not much you haven't won in tarmac rallying now. Have you won this one before?
Yeah, I was lucky enough to win it a couple of years ago, so look, it's great. Fabulous town here, Bernie. The weather's fantastic, and we always have a good time.
Spot on. We'll have a quick word with Alan Steen over here. Alan, you've just about, oh my God, let's call you a navigating whore. There's not many people you haven't. There's not many people you haven't been with. Alan, you did a great job this weekend. You brought the Federal tyres into tarmac rallying. How did they perform from the passenger side?
From my side, excellent. I couldn't have picked a better driver, of course, and that was the reason why we're here. If Steve can make them do what they did, they'd be fine for everybody.
Too right. Ladies and gentlemen, your champions for the modern section of Rally Tasmania 2010, Mr. Steve Glennie and Alan Steen. Give it up one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for your champions of Rally Tasmania for 2010. That is great.